sometimes dead is better.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Give Me Back My Horror Movies, the podcast. I am your host, Nate, and with me, as always, is Charlie, and I missed my cue.
Oh, I could have backed you up on that. It was fine.
Oh, nah, man. I was texting while waiting on the music, and it ended. And I went, oh, whoops. But don't
Okay.
worry. You know what I didn't text during? Our interview. This is one that Charlie got set up for us for an Indiegogo campaign.
I did. I've told everybody numerous times, if you go over and follow us on Instagram, you will see all the other people we interact with, and a lot of those are independent movie makers. This one is Sean Haitz. He is currently in production of a movie called Area 5150, a blend of alien, sci-fi, Hills Have Eyes, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
With maybe a possible cameo from a clown if he decides to torture Charlie.
Don't put that voodoo on me, Ricky Bobby. Oh God. Yeah, he also made a movie called Big Top Evil that is out available now. I saw it on Tubi. I think it's also on Amazon. And Charlie went, no. I don't even want to watch it.
You'll hear us talk about that in its VHS release that it just got with Bill Moseley. So this man is currently, he's got the Indiegogo campaign going. He also has another movie that he's wrapping up, Cannibal Comedian, that is, it doesn't have an Indiegogo. It's pretty much in its final stages before release by the end of this year. But much like what we did with Late Checkout, with Derek Worley, and then Watchdog with Elsie Holt, the Indiegogo is to help make this film even better. And that's exactly what it's here for. By the time you hear this, there's probably going to be about 14 days left, if I had to guess. So there's still plenty of time to go to the Area 5150 Indiegogo campaign page. You can just even throw them $10, and that's going to just go straight to the movie. But there's stuff you can buy the movie. You can get a digital copy, you can get t-shirts, autographs. You can really up it and get like props from the movie. You'll hear us talk all about it. There's a lot of cool shit. I think Sean is a great human being who has a really cool vision, and I'm excited to see this, but what this man's going to have down the road. Because like even after we had finished wrapping, he's like, "Oh, I actually got an idea for like this location. Like,
Yeah.
I may stay in touch with you guys." Like,
yeah, somehow we make really good friends on here, and we get to see hopefully how they progress as they.
That's the thing. I just want to support these independent artists and watch them as they grow further. And I can't wait 5 years from now to see what Sean has made.
That's it, man. I mean, it seems like it's no time. You'll see a name and you're like, oh, I remember that guy, and it's like, now it's in the theaters, now it's over here, and it's really cool to watch these things happen. Small disclaimer for the interview you're about to hear. He does have his son with him today, and he liked to make a cameo guest appearance run in on the interview. So we have kids, nothing to worry about.
There's literally nothing to worry about at all.
If you hear some inadvertent banging in the background, he was building a deck. I don't know. He was building something in the background.
At one point, he needed scissors. We didn't ask questions.
Nope.
It was a stick up.
You should always ask questions if your kids come asking for scissors. always ask questions. All right. So I say we go ahead and drop a commercial and get right into the interview. What do you think, Nate?
Let's do it.
We'll be back following these messages.
Just how drunk are we gonna get?
Welcome to Good Beer, Bad Movie Night, where each month we drink finely crafted brews while watching terrible films in order to see just how drunk you have to get to enjoy them. So tune in and join Troy,
Kilroy Kreitz.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
Dave,
I have the weirdest boner.
and Pete.
IPAs are ales, meaning they are bottom fermented. Excuse me, they are top fermented. I that up. Try that again.
as we drag Kathleen, kicking and screaming through an alcohol-fueled podcast dedicated to movies of questionable quality and the frosty adult beverages that help make them tolerable. Good beer, bad movie night. Clearly, it's the beer's fault.
Welcome to the Monster Movie Stomp Down with me, Stompy, and my brother Frank.
Hi, I'm Frank.
Join us, Sludge, Mark, and Ruben 3 times a month as we review monster movies from around the world.
And don't forget about the monthly contest and trivia.
Not only that, Frank, but you will find extra content like the Underdogs, Monster Mash Wednesdays, and the Friday Night Fights, each week exclusively on our Facebook and Instagram.
So please join us at the Monster Movie Stomp Down.
Your one-stop chomp for monster movie reviews, news, interview, trivia, laughs, and of course me, Stompy.
And Frank.
Do you like horror movies?
Do you like hanging out with your buddy?
Do you like cracking jokes and having a good time?
Do you just like fun?
Well, consider checking out Spoils of Horror. We are an hour-long podcast that comes out every single week.
We're not doing reviews, we're just gonna hang out, talk about the movies we love with each other, and hopefully the ones you love too.
Covering everything from the popular, the lost, the forgotten, and the bizarre.
If you're looking for a good podcast and a good time, you're gonna want to check us out.
We're on all major podcasting platforms, and you can find us on Instagram and Twitter.
Check it out. We'll see you there.
Welcome back.
All right, everybody, welcome to our interview with Sean Haitz, writer, producer, director, man that wears many hats. Am I missing anything on that, Sean?
Sci-fi surf punk rocker.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
yeah.
I am missing that part.
Yes, we cannot. I have to talk about sci-fi surf band.
Cosmic Jetties.
Cosmic Jetties. I was looking up stuff on your Instagram because we met on Instagram, which is where we meet a lot of the people that are in the independent film industry. And, it's a great little community we've been, become part of. And I think, like Jim Ojala, we just met Jim Ojala not long ago. So I'm sure somewhere along the lines we've crossed on Instagram and went, those guys look cool. Let's talk. So it all worked out great. And then I saw that you were in a band and I immediately sent it to Nate because he's like a resident metal head, like some of those like off the wall kind of music genres. And I was like, sci-fi surf rock? We're going to send that to Nate right now.
Right up my alley.
Yeah, it's got a little like B-52s in there. And
yep.
I'm inspired by Oingo Boingo. I don't have all the,
nice,
the bells and whistles, the saxophones and marambas and stuff. But
I feel like
I have
a
that
budget for Oingo Boingo, you would have to create an Indiegogo for that as well, just to be able to fill in every single auxiliary instrument.
Yeah, I don't know. That's unbelievable. I mean, what a guy to be able to have. Like, I just have a trio, and it's like, can the bass player show up tonight? Like, it's just like, okay.
All three of you don't work at the same job, though, right? Like daytime jobs, where it's like, oh, we all need to request Friday off. We have a gig.
No, yeah. The one thing with my band actually is that was just a joke with the bass. I mean, that's happened before, but my bass player and my drummer are a lot older than me, and they're seasoned musicians, and they're like retired, so they just want to get tight and have fun with this. So it's perfect for me, as just because I'm the songwriter and singer, and I play guitar. So I just come in with the songs pretty much, good to go, and then we can mess around with them in the studio. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's great for me. It's almost like going in with like studio musicians to a rehearsal.
Yeah.
And you just get to play around, have fun.
Yeah. So I'm in a good spot right now with that.
That's awesome. man.
Nice.
No, I look forward to checking it more out. Like I said, we were just trying to do our research in before the interview, and I'm just like, this is something that's interesting. Let's we have to ask about
This is something in Nate's
That's
wheelhouse.
right. But one of the big things that's going on, and we'll go ahead and get it out there for everybody, is you have an Indiegogo campaign going on right now too, as well, don't you?
Yes, we do, for a film called Area 5150, jumping back into the sci-fi. And it's also so the base of it is I wanted to mesh together The Hills Have Eyes, Texas Chainsaw Massacre world, and bring it into the Alien Area 51 sci-fi world, which is it was kind of there a little bit with the apocalyptic thing and the testing on government grounds and that sort of thing, but it never really like came together where you'll see like an alien and a hillbilly mutant in the same scene together.
Whoa.
We're gonna have hillbilly mutant versus alien possibly, or team up. I mean, we can't spoil anything, but you got my attention.
A little bit of tease. I mean, Area 5152. Maybe we'll get a little bit more of that action going on.
I like that. We're skipping over 5151. We're going right into 5152.
Yeah.
I like that. Then everyone's going to question about 5151, and then after your third or fourth, you go prequel, and we go
It'll be like House 4 where it doesn't exist, or is it House 3 that doesn't, but it does? Like, yeah.
I already did that. I have a film. My first film was called Mangrove Slasher 2.
Okay, now
we're
that
never gonna find Mangrove Slasher 1. This explains so much.
Yeah, I looked. I did, because Sean had sent me a list. I was like, what's some of your films you've done? And he sent me a list, and I'm looking at them. I'm like, Mangrove Slasher 2. Okay, cool. I see it. I found it. Where's 1? I don't find 1 anywhere at all. And then anytime something would come up, it would be about one of your other movies. It was The Big Top Evil.
Yeah.
It mentioned something in there about Mangrove. So I'm like, he's throwing a hint at something between the two of them. He has to be. There's clowns in that one, and I haven't watched it yet because everyone knows I don't like clowns.
Don't deal with clowns
it's
well.
one of my things. I'm not a clown person. So I was looking at it last night going, it's too late to even try and start this. I'm not watching clowns before I go to bed. That's just asking for a bad night right there.
Yeah, with that film, so I wanted to do because the zombie thing was real big. I mean, it's still always there, and I was just like, okay, I don't want these clowns to be zombies. How about they're cannibals that are underfed, and locked in a warehouse? So they're hungry like zombies, and when we let this horde of clowns out, they're terrorizing guests and stuff like that. So.
I'm already terrified. I am already dude. I am that guy that was like, the poltergeist clown and then Clowns from Outer Space. No, I just, from those movies on, I don't mess with clowns. They're the most terrifying thing on the planet to me. And I'm waiting for your Alien movie. That'll be the one I really get behind. Give me aliens and redneck zombies. I'm fine with that. And now I have a feeling somewhere you're gonna sneak a clown in that damn thing because he's
mutated rednecks. They are classy.
I was thinking about that right when you said, "How do I get a clown scare in there?"
Exactly. Yeah, one of the aliens is like in a clown suit or something. And I'm gonna be.
This is all one big misunderstanding.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space thing, so.
Yeah. See, I done screwed myself.
You could throw in like a little cameo of like the cotton candy people or whatever. Yeah,
cotton candy cocoons.
Yeah. See, I'm spitballing here. Still early.
Screw you, Nate. Nope, we're not.
Yeah. The Indiegogo campaign is you know what, we did good pre-production. I like to call it on putting together this campaign, and shout out to not shot. I was thinking shooting film. Shout out to Britt, who did all our graphics for the Indigogo.
Yeah.
And I worked together with her picking the stills and what things to use to help pop the Indiegogo and help make it pop. And so I couldn't believe how wonderful it's done so far. We funded it in 6 days.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
So that's why you released the stretch goal video.
Yes.
2 days ago, as of this recording.
And everything's been kind of like, I didn't know I was going to be doing that video with Felissa, so it was just like great timing, and she was on board to do the stretch video, and then we talked to the other actor. I can't say who yet. That's also a horror icon.
The one that's teased.
Yeah, the one that's teased. We literally were on the phone with that person, with Felissa, and they agreed to the film. It was just all happening like boom, 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 really quickly, and people just really came out from like old friends to family, from the producers, from me, and part of me, like, I got a little bit emotional, or I got emotional about it, because it's like, the hard work that's been put in, and then we were able to put this Indiegogo together, and then people are like, no, we want Sean and this film to do well. And it was really amazing. The other thing too is just like the perks and all the things that we're offering are really cool too. And like, for instance, if you can get killed in the movie, and
love it.
Yeah. So what we get off that, like, all that money is going to go into the kill, and that's where like Jim Ojala is going to come into place, and make that kill look epic, because that's the whole thing with this movie. Like with a name like Area 5150, I felt like you got to kind of bring it. You got to have like the blockbuster type mind thinking. Even if you don't have the budget, you got to like think big, because it's got the military, it's got aliens, it's got mutants, and so you can't like lack on the special effects. And I'm not huge on the CGI, even though it's gotten a lot better. I like to do a little bit of CGI if it needs it, but I like to go in with the special effects gags that like Jim does.
So like Jim Ojala, he had even mentioned like the practical effects. Like obviously that's it's his wheelhouse, but that CGI of just only using it when it's needed for touch up or just that extra oomph, which I think is like the right mindset to have with modern filmmakers. And I think a lot of people are wanting to go back to that old school style of filming.
It's more real. There's something about it, like maybe that it's not like something that's actually happening, but when it's a computer, it just like you internally are just like, this isn't real. So when you see an axe go into the head for real, I mean, you may know that was a gag or something, but there's just something more. There's more connection.
It's the actors aren't reacting to nothing,
right?
They're responding to something
a
that
mannequin
actually
head that's covered in green tape or something.
But that translates back to the audience. Now we're better connected with the actor because we see their reaction, so it connects with us better. We're huge fans of practical here. CG is a good tool. It should not be the crutch.
I feel like, both of them have only improved over the years. Like the fact that I can go back and watch like the first Friday the 13th with the axe to the face, and it looks great. It's like, all right, you can still do axes to the face. Yeah. The throat slits and stuff. And like, our buddy Derek Worley, who was on the show, he does practical effects. He's like, yeah, like everyone's done a throat slash, but then you think, how can I do it just a little bit differently? Or how can we film it at a different angle or get the reaction from the audience of like, oh shit, that was visceral.
Yeah, I've even asked Jim, I'm like, okay, I got a couple of kill ideas. You have anything that's really like grotesque that you might have done or you might have thought about doing? And one of those things we did in the movie.
Nice. What an interesting like sit down at a coffee table and just like shoot the shit of like, how can we murder 7 different people in a very brutal way? As the waitress is like, so do you want cream with that coffee or no?
That, or what we talked about on one was someone had all their notes in a notebook, and if it ever got into the wrong hands, someone's gonna be like,
Yeah.
"We have some murders to look for." And it's like, no, man, it's just my special effects notebook. That's all it is. It's just my idea book.
Every like death idea he has is in that notebook. I just love the idea of losing that.
Yeah, I think about it too, and I'm just Googling disturbing things. Not for the movie, no, but for
personal research.
We're all on lists, Sean. We're all on
you're
lists.
assigned FBI guys. Like, oh no, Sean's at it again.
I mean, just bad stuff. I'm like, well, I gotta find this. I gotta find out about this. This
I
beheading
googled
or
how to disarm C4, and I know I'm on a list somewhere. It was for the show, and I was just like, is it really that easy to unplug the wire? No, it's not, but apparently I'm on a list now, and I'm sure.
Yeah, the podcast was going to explode unless you figured out how to, get rid of that bomb.
I'll dip into the serial killers and what got them off and stuff like that, so I can add that into my script.
Yep.
So
I know my wife's on a list. She watches those true crime things and listens to the podcast. And I'm like, you're on a list. I know you've Googled, what about this person? What happened here?
Sean Haitz was a normal guy, normal director.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the papers for that. Even though it's like any press is good press, though. Hey.
That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah.
So I've had a question. This is something I was curious about, especially with yours. Was how much work had you already put into the film before you even started the Indiegogo? Because it seems like you have quite a bit of footage and B-roll stock and things like that. And I'm like, you just started the Indiegogo. So how far along were you? And is that kind of normal when it comes to that? To me, it seems like a lot of people go, I have a concept. We're going to start an Indiegogo. Here's some ideas we have. Here's some maybe concept drawings. But I'm seeing a spaceship on some of your Instagram stuff. I'm seeing hanging off the back of I love the tow rig that it's on the back too of that truck. But I was just, it really made me go, how far along were you in before you even decided to do Indiegogo?
Yeah, we were 90% shot. The film is 90% in the can. So,
whoa.
Yeah. So, like you said, I think a lot of people start with a concept and aren't quite where we are with the movie. My plan was never to do an Indiegogo. We ran out of funds. Things just get really expensive.
Things happen, and especially in this day and age where inflation is just kicking everyone's ass, and what you're quoted at the beginning and what it changes into is just well, shit.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm grateful always for what the next step is to get. It's all about let's get this movie done and let's make it the best it can be at an indie level. Like you said, most people start these Indiegogos. It looks like to me when they're just getting the project going and with the concept and the showing this is what we're gonna do. So we came in a good place where this is what we've done, and we have Felissa Rose in the movie. We can show you footage. This is what it's looking like, the vibe, the tone, and I think that helped with such a quick response and support of the movie, and people jumping on as associate producers and jumping in with different roles.
Yeah.
So the movie is we really the big thing that we wanted to do. There's a villain. Her name is Ruby, and she actually Jim Mojala created the special effects for that whole her whole look. We did it together, but he sculpted the mask and stuff. And so
nice.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Oh yeah. And this is our Texas Chainsaw, Leatherface, and it's cool that it's a hillbilly girl, and she's got this bone saw straight from Road Warrior,
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a circular saw blade with a skeleton head on it, and or just a skeleton skull right on the top of it, and she just goes barging through Area 51, just cutting up, killing soldiers, and so that's one big epic scene going through the gates of Area 51 where we want like soldiers to really get it, and
Right.
I want it to be really visual. So that's a big scene, and that's going to be costly, and
So
yeah.
what we need is a third, or maybe I guess a fourth stretch goal that just goes strictly to the blood.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah,
We
like
get the blood goal.
yeah. So I mean, I get things done. For instance, location wise, usually I can go out. There's out in the desert past Palm Springs. There's an area called Yucca Valley, Joshua Tree, Morongo Valley, and we got really hooked up with being able to shoot out there. And people, once you get out of LA, people are more excited about being involved in a film. So, we're able to shoot in a restaurant or on the like literally in the desert. We have acres of desert. Like we are also setting up to shoot, and it's still in the writing process. When we add in this new horror icon, we have access to a ghost town, a western ghost town facade out in the desert too. So
really,
yeah,
that'll be awesome.
Yeah,
I like that.
So when these
does that like happen? Like, oh, this was built for like another movie, and it's just there, or is like, oh, this is a town that's just abandoned because it's out west.
This filmmaker Robert Coffey, who he built it on his property, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, he got involved.
Charlie, you live in the woods, build a property full of like cool shit like that.
I don't need to. They're everywhere over here. I'm surprised people don't come out here for location scouts. There's some pretty wild areas that you could get some creepy ass like locations done out here. Abandoned houses. There's like abandoned mining areas. 'Cause it's coal country. Oh yeah, there's tons of places out here you could do those type of things.
We shot in an abandoned house, and later I found out because I worked with Alan Danziger and Ed Neal, who were Ed Neal was the original hitchhiker, and Cannibal Comedian is my film, but he worked on that movie, and he was the hitchhiker in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I talked to Alan, who was one of the main characters that gets hit with the hammer.
Nice.
The sledgehammer.
Yeah.
It's a pretty famous skill. And he said that they had shot in an abandoned house out there too. Like no OKs or anything.
So the famous like Sawyer film, that's just all right. Get in there.
Yeah, because they stop at a house, and it was an abandoned house, and we ended up doing that too in Area 5150, and we like made it our sound stage, and sawed through walls, and we had the time to light it and everything. And nobody really bothered us. The neighbor next door ended up. I had met him first. His name's Jesse, and he's got like a graveyard of cars, not only junk cars, but like cool like 50s cars, and so we used that as an area for running around, like the Ruby character running after the final girl, and that kind of stuff. I think really gave it that Hills Have Eyes thing. Like these are all the cars of the people that have died, and they collect all these cars. So
nice. There's some cool like set photos on the IMDb page for this. Like if you just want to look at a person's spine, that's on there. But there is like a really cool one of like it gives me Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes, where it's got the skull on like a branch and there's a bunch of blood on a door, and it just looks like an abandoned area. So if that's the vibe you're going for, you're nailing it.
Oh yeah. So the warm, grimy kind of like Texas Chainsaw, and then we go inside Area 51, and it's all the cold blues and greens. So it's a really fun mesh, fun. It's fun kind of bringing those two worlds together,
It's got to be like you trying to figure out, all right, like the lighting for both of them and how that changes the warmth of the movie, I guess you could say.
Oh
You
yeah,
have like the different feels you're going to have because there's a certain feel with sci-fi movies like you're talking, and then a certain feel with horror movies in general. But you're going even deeper with a Texas Chainsaw desert barren kind of this feel like that, almost post-apocalyptic, and trying to marry those two. That's what's got me most excited about this when I saw it, because in my mind we always talk about, I want something new, show me something new. I'm like, here's somebody that's doing that. Tell me another movie that's done this, that has blended these two genres, like this. And that's what I'm most excited about, is to see how well that gets pulled off on this movie.
Yeah, one of the things that I'm excited about, and I'm guessing you can confirm this, like the pictures on your IMDb, like of the alien, is that like our legit old school alien that we're getting?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was going for that gray.
Yeah, it looks like one of the gray people, I think is what they're like officially called or something like that.
It's almost like Mother Gray, because this alien's like 6'5", and weigh 100 pounds.
So you got like the offspring of Doug Jones to play the alien.
So the person who played the alien also played my 8-foot clown creature in Big Top Evil.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So and that person is Miss Sadistic is her stage name, and
nice.
Yeah, also plays a big role in Cannibal Comedian, which that film is almost done. It's in color, it's in sound, and I'm really excited about that movie to come out, because the only movie we really have to show is like Big Top Evil, which I'm like, okay, I have something that I really want people to see, that I've gotten better as a filmmaker, and so.
Yeah, because you've been in this business for what, over 10 years now?
Yeah, and there's been times where there was like a 3 or 4 year period where I wasn't doing. I was working in film production, but I was doing like production assistant work and all that kind of stuff on big Hollywood movies. But what that did when I moved out to LA is it really showed me like, okay, how that machine really works. So I applied that the best I could to Cannibal Comedian, because Big Top Evil is kind of a free for all. I'm like, I guess you're the grip.
Well, everyone needs to get their like footing somehow, And like, kudos to you just to have the balls to even do it. Because like my thing is, I'm like, oh god, I'll mess up everything. Like, you don't want me. I'll have a meltdown on like day 2. I'll have gray hair on day 3 and a heart attack. Like, it just would not go well. My anxiety would kill me.
That's you hire a good AD. They can take all that, and then you can just walk up to your monitor and.
Nothing like being a really good manager that just has everyone else do the work and go, yep, that was my doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You did good work, but I hired you, so that means I did good
Don't
work.
forget who brought you into this world. Nice. So like when you're doing like these like side gigs and stuff like that, then you're just kind of like, all right, this person's cool to work with. Like, I now know, I guess, like where to put these titles at and who to kind of help handle and rein everything in for me.
Yeah, you mean on like set?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, things just go down. I mean, there was one point where it seemed like everybody left. We had the set dressing special effects person leave, first and second AD leave, and then there was like a hailstorm all of a sudden. So it's just we lost a day on top of that, and one of the main actors left because they thought they didn't have a ride, and they were still in a bunch of scenes. So it's just like that was when like our producer Ryan James came in, and he's good at putting out fires, and this was additional photography that we shot, because we shot a lot of the footage we shot was a year ago already. Over a year ago, and then we got like an assembly cut together and we're like, okay, we're missing this, this, and this. We got to amp up this scene and a little more character development. This wasn't making sense. It seemed like it did in the script and on set, but it's just that kind of stuff happened. So then he came in, and but before that, I was just like, oh, we were like pretty super smooth, other than like 16-hour days, but we were pretty good. I mean, I don't know what fires you're gonna be putting out, and then like it was like day 1 or day 2 that all that went down, and we figured it out.
No,
Yeah.
I like that idea though. Like, so you're starting to film, like, edit stuff together, and you're like, wait a minute, we thought we had this, and it's like we don't, or there's like a plot hole, or maybe just something that's like missing. You're like, wait, how did we miss that kind of thing? Because
Yeah.
you've got so many moving parts. It's a miracle a movie gets made in general, whether it be low budget or big blockbuster. It's like, I don't know, when you've got so many hands involved.
Yeah.
You're fortunate enough to get to come together.
Yeah, it's a total learning process for me too. It's not like when I write a script. You okay? When I I wrote I co-wrote with Mark Cerulli, who's a producer and plays a really fun character in the movie too. Yeah, so when we wrote it, we had like 5 rewrites or something, and we feel like we're good to go, and but it's such a learning process. I hope that every film I do, it's less and less of like having to go back and film or I mean, it's like a puzzle, putting it together, and you just want it to be the best it can. But I hope less and less, of all these like things that kind of like slow down the process. So for instance, like post-production, I haven't been able to really find the right editor on the project. So that's been a process. And then doing the Indiegogo is going to help us get someone that's seasoned and also, on the same page, we hope. And I hope less and less of the, I mean, obviously we can't stop a hailstorm from happening.
That's just gonna happen.
Yeah, that's just bad luck.
But more, if I want character development, like really like get that in that script. Like there's just certain things that we thought of later, which just comes with like, because being a musician, it's almost a good thing. And so there's a balance, because it's like, okay, it's good that I didn't record this song yet, because like 3 months down the road, I thought of a way better melody and lyric for that song that actually made it like fit.
Right.
And so I was glad I didn't record it. And then you get the recording, and then you feel pretty good about it. So it's just like, that's kind of like with the movie, you kind of let it sit, and an idea just pops in your head. You're like, I'm so glad that we thought of this, and the movie's not already like out,
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
you could do sequels and stuff, but it's nice to like have the time. It's not like a TV show where it has to be out. And those movies or TV shows seem like rushed a little bit. Like there could have been a little bit better writing. Could have been there's a feel of rush. So old school movies, it feels like the pacing and everything feels like you're like in the movie. It feels like more real, and I think back in the day they took a lot more time to make these movies, and it shows.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. We've touched on that once or twice before with Nate and I talking. It was a totally different dynamic back in the day, because they weren't trying to spit out movies every 2 months. Now with streaming services, it feels like once a month something new has to come out. So there's no time taken to really put some thought into it. It's just spit it out. Oh, well, we messed up, whatever. It's out there. And the independent film industry now, you're able to kind of take that power back a little bit, where you're like, no, hold on a minute. Let's wait a second. There's no one pushing us. There's no one telling us what we have to do. Let's think about it for a second and see if maybe another idea pops up. Or like you said, you could be 3 weeks later going, man, we should do this. Well, we can. There's nothing stopping us from doing it. We're not done yet. I like that dynamic now, that you get a little bit more freedom back into the movie making end.
Yeah, and then it gave the freedom to do this Indiegogo, which then now involves a lot of people, and I see new fans. It's pretty amazing. So that was scary. Everything's kind of scary. Like, okay, say we put this thing out and nobody wants to be involved or thinks this movie's stupid. Like straight up, like that.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, thank goodness, like people are reacting the way they are, and I'm doing this podcast and I'm being asked to do things, and Felissa wants to be more involved, and so it's amazing.
That's the cool thing about the horror community, man. Like, especially like when you go to the conventions and stuff like that, like everyone just wants to help and like spread the love, like no matter what.
Yeah.
And I think what's cool about your Indiegogo, you have like an entry point of just a thank you shout out for $10.
Yeah.
So it's like if you just want to throw $10 Chipotle meal, throw it towards this movie, people.
Yeah.
Don't get Chipotle that day and just give Sean the $10. That way we get to the next tier of being just blood.
Yeah. It's all like, it's all the support is unreal. I mean, and the thing is it's all going towards the film. Like all that is literally going to production. And to get
I think that's a good thing to clarify, because some people are like, oh, they're just trying to like pocket money from themselves. It's like, no, like this is for the love of the movie. Like this money is going towards to finish the product.
I'm not taking a dime, like straight up.
Yeah.
It's going into the kills. It's going into production. It's going into catering. It's going into full on production. And the more
what needs to be.
Yeah. And I mean, if we get to the stretch goal of 20, then we're looking at, okay, now I can add this really cool thing that I wanted to add in, and possibly like get that other horror icon, and it had gotten me thinking, like, okay, now that it's doing well, I can do the things that I really wanted to do, and the movie
it's
can
like
get
a
done
bucket
faster.
list. It's like a bucket list that you can have on there, where it's like, if you get there, great, you're going to do it. If not, you're still going to have a movie out there. It's just going to be nice to have these little extra perks that if you like, you've done 90% of the work already. Now it's just like, how can I improve on that other 90%? And that's where these campaigns and stuff do really well for, I know most of the people Nate and I interact with and talk to, it's always about our favorite thing, more blood. We literally want people now to get Indiegogo's the Give Me Back My Horror Movie perk of every dollar goes to another ounce of blood. And that's what once we get a price breakdown of blood.
Tip jar that just is nothing but like, this goes strictly to the blood.
That's right.
And it really is the third act. I want it to be really big, where this Leatherface character is running through people, soldiers, and it's the big third act, and it's not in the movie It's not in the movie yet, and we want to make it big and bloody.
So now's the time to back it, everybody. That's the key. If you back it now and that scene blows you away, you're gonna be like, I did that. I helped them do that.
That was my doing.
Look at that, like that blood spurt. That was my blood spurt, damn
it. For $30, you get a cast sign of the family, like a picture of the killer family in this. So like, once again, you go to cons, we've talked about this with other interviews, like you're going to be spending more than that for just one singular autograph. Now you're getting multiple autographs and you're getting a piece of the movie history. Digital copy for only $30 for an independent movie. You may scoff at like, oh, $30, but no, like you're going to get that movie as soon as it comes out. You're getting a digital copy of it. Like,
and you're helping.
Yeah, you're helping. That's the big thing. T-shirts, like, when you were sitting down with the idea of like Indiegogo, was there anything you're like, okay, like what can we do? What do other ones do?
Yeah.
How can we kind of stick out, Yeah,
I looked at ones that were successful, and also Ryan James, who helped produce, came in later on this movie and started just, helping with everything, and that's just like, what does a producer do? They put out the fires, they help. I collaborate with him really good too, with writing and ideas to just help make the movie better. But he also had a successful Indiegogo with a movie called Dark Circles, And
yeah,
and we got.
I think our buddy Derek was working on that, actually.
That was one of Derek's. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that one looks really fun, and so we got the same graphic design artist, Britt, and we looked at how they went about it and a few others as well, and we just we're trying to base it off of ones that were successful, and then my whole idea is like what pops, what let's make these things pop where I want to click on it and get this and get involved.
I mean, you want to entice the people. Like what are they willing to buy? What are they willing to donate towards, and what do they get? That is a bit of a balance, because you'll get ones that are like, everyone does, like, you get a movie, there you go, $20. You get a poster, $20. Now we're getting, like, people have thought outside the box and went, we'll kill you in the movie. I love that kind of stuff. Or
$1,200, you get killed in this movie.
Some of them are even going, we'll give you a prop from the movie. So if there's like some prop that works out really good, that like I think Derek's doing the hunting knife in one, and so it's like you back that one, you get the hunting knife from the movie. And
this one you get Timmy's face.
Even better. I mean, when can you get a face?
And that mutant is like one of my favorite characters in the movie. He's
nice.
He is so good. Like, we literally already sold. So he has a teddy bear, and he's a bit of a pyro, and he's kind of like a kid. He dressed up as a superhero, and he likes to burn things, and he's got a flamethrower as one of his weapons of choice.
He's a regular Beavis.
Yeah. And he burns his bear, right? It's torched, and we sold that prop already. So we have more props to put up. I'm like, wow, we're like, people are buying the props without even really knowing the characters yet. Although that person, when they see the movie and they see this thing, they're going to be like, oh, that's really cool. That's on screen, foreground.
People go for the props, man.
Yeah.
It is something.
There is
that,
a huge prop community, and they will buy. Your movie may not be huge right now, but after a while, everyone's hope is your movie ends up being one of the next cult sensations. So for someone to go, I have the bear from Area 5150, and now you're the envy of all your friends. You're like, oh, that movie's amazing, and I saw that. Oh, you have the bear. That's awesome. That's the hope. That's what these guys just love. They're like, I'll get a bear and I'll back the movie. That's ultimately the end of it, is I helped make this movie.
We get donations, like they're not even they
don't want anything. I love that kind. I'm more apt sometimes to do that. I love the whole thing of, I'll just help. Here's money. No,
but
I don't.
The tip jar is always so sweet.
I like
we're
the
like,
thank yous.
It's like, then, but why not get a special thanks in the IMDb credit at least?
And that's great. I back that sci-fi documentary that they'd always do, the In Search of Tomorrow, and it was, I bought the DVD and I'm in the credits, and it's like I'm in the credits with like 1,000 other people, but it's still kind of cool to know your name,
because it shows the community coming together to make this project become reality.
If you can do that even on these independent movies, man, $10, come on. Like Nate said, you blow $10 in a day, you don't know where that $10 went. Now you can be like, there's my name. It's in the movie. Always. Streaming, DVDs, wherever. My name's always going to be there.
Yeah, we'll be using that and then going out and shooting in the desert, like that is literally that money is helping us go and
exactly
and make.
You give them at least $12. They're at least getting like a couple cases of water because they're in the desert, people. Now, has it been overwhelming of like, you have Cannibal Comedian coming out that's in post-production, and you have this one in post-production as well? Like, you're like, oh god, I gotta juggle these two.
Yeah, also on top of that, we just did a limited release of Big Top Evil on VHS, which
nice.
Which
post.
Yep, that's available at Retro Release Video. All that happening at the same time it's a lot. And then because each one is like my kid.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, Cannibal Comedian. Oh yes, we need to set up that appointment. Yes, I'm available. We gotta get that color. We're close to getting the color done on it, and it's just like, that needs to stay, because it's been a lot of focus on this Indiegogo lately, and then then the next part of that is like, okay, we got to start setting up, though we don't have the funds yet until the 30 days are up. And I think there's a little lagging there too, to then get into production. And then we got to start setting up all those shoots. And at the indie level, it's like, people have full-time jobs, and
like you got to work around that.
Yeah.
And
I think that's a misconception a lot of people have. They're like, oh, they're just out there making movies. Like, no, this dude probably, he could have an office job. He could work in a restaurant. You don't know what these people's day-to-day lives are. These people are literally squeezing in time to make this movie. That's why there's not infinite funds. There's no huge studios behind them throwing $1 million at them. Now everyone thinks, oh, $1 million, that's low budget. No, there's still people out there doing movies for $10,000-$20,000. One of yours I saw was like that you've done was like $600 or something like that. Or was like one that you did almost as a zero budget kind of movie early on in your career.
Yeah, that was Mangrove Slasher too. Like there's
that's
like
what it was.
No budget.
Nothing.
I was like, I remember literally, do I have enough gas to get to set, or should I spend this on blood? To make the blood,
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are the questions that should keep you up at night. It's like,
yes.
Do I eat today, or is there going to be more ooey gooey in the movie? Ooey gooey wins all the time. That's all there is to it. I can eat
ramen
later.
Yeah, someone might have a few bucks to get home.
That's it, man. That's it. And that's what I prefer about independent movies and these type of movies, and what we do here. Like Nate and I have done a lot. Most of our interviews have been with independent movie makers or the special effects guys. We get better stories because they're not like on a press run where they're just like, oh, I had fun making this movie, everyone should go watch this movie, it was a total blast. No, we're getting like, okay, so Phil got his head stuck in the prosthetic over there of the cow we made, and it was hilarious. And you're like, who's going to tell that story anywhere else but on here? And that's what we like about the independent community and stuff, because you guys are living it. You're in the trenches essentially. And it's so much better than like another interview with someone that's already been interviewed 1,000 times before anyone can go find it. But I prefer this kind of stuff with the independent making. We find out, was it gas or blood? No one's ever going to tell you that. But I like it. Was it gas or blood? And blood won. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Like, I love with independent movies, even from like the 70s and 80s, like they're doing the same exact thing that you're doing now, and so it's not discouraging whatsoever. Charlie and I did a review on The Deadly Spawn. It took them 3 years to make that movie, and like one of the main characters is a kid, so you're like, watch, it's like, oh, this scene he's 13, this scene he's 16, like he's aging randomly throughout the movie, but it's just like what they had to do to get it done.
Oh yeah, that was Big Top Evil, and now Cannibal Comedian's probably going to be at the 3-year mark, and it's not. That's
awesome.
It's not a Star Wars movie. It's just one of those things. It took that long. It's after hours. My sound mixer is he works a full-time gig running sound for commercials and different things. So at night, his the owner of the company lets him work on my movie.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So we're getting
that's really great.
We're getting the best quality. This is Lenny.
Hi, Lennon.
We got a run-in guest on the interview here. That's awesome.
We do. And then he's got his Halloween shirt on too. So.
He's already ready.
He's ready, man. It's August. Yeah. It's almost September. It's
Halloween started August 1st.
Summer's over.
Yeah.
So, anything else you wanted to talk about the movie or anything before we wrap this up here? Any other perks you wanted to highlight before the campaign's finished?
Yeah, right now we have the associate producer perk on there, which gets you like if you hit it, then you see everything that you get that comes with the associate producer perk. So we have that featured right now, and I mean I think that's amazing. Like you can be an associate producer on the movie, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
And it's not, I've seen other Indiegogos where they're charging a lot more for something like that, and then I wanted to also I also wanted to mention the Big Top Evil VHS that's out, retroreleasevideo.com, and it's all new.
Yeah, I'm looking at this now.
Yeah.
This is sweet.
It's all new key art. It was an alternate poster that we put, so it's not the Blu-ray DVD poster. It's more of a grungy. We went with like a 90s kind of retro look for that, and then we got Bill Moseley. He's on the back of it and on the side of it, and he's got a really fun part in that movie too.
It's so awesome. And for people that don't know, Retro Release, like they did some stuff for Joe Bob with like Campbell Holocaust. Processor was on there. I'm trying to think what else. It's a cool shop of just like modern movies getting the VHS treatment.
Oh yeah, they're awesome over there. And I met
Street Trash was on there.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. I met Joe Bob not that long ago, and he was really cool. And so we're
nice.
We're talking with him too, and we want to send him over a Cannibal Comedian, which I got the poster there.
Yeah.
When that's done, because that's kind of in his ballpark. It's got a that also has a Texas Chainsaw thing mixing with stand-up comedy. But that's a whole other podcast.
That's fine. We'll have you back on for whatever projects you bring on, man. We're never one and done with our guests. We know that they're always on other projects and stuff like that. So, and again, we're just glad that we could get you on here and showcase the work that you've done so far, and hopefully, make Area 5150 even bigger and better, with this Indiegogo campaign. Like I said, I'm 1,000% looking forward to it. I'm now going to be upset that I mentioned clowns when a clown shows up in this damn thing, but that's fine. I'll be like, that was my contribution, I guess.
That was the Charlie part.
I've had some threaten to put my face in a movie and kill me without me actually being there, and now someone's going to put a clown in because I hate clowns. So it's fine. It's fine. Whatever I can do to help the community, I'll do what I have to do. But Sean, where can they find you guys on social media? Why don't you drop us all those links right there?
Sure. Yeah. Instagram, it's at Area 5150 Movie. And same thing with Facebook. And then the Indiegogo link is in the Instagram bio, and also it's all over the place on Facebook. And
we'll also drop that link with this episode as well. We'll make sure we get that out there to everyone. We a lot of times we'll put those in the comments. We're finding even with our podcast, if you put a link, Facebook and Instagram doesn't like that for some reason. It's like it takes you away from us, and we're not going to promote that. So we get creative with ours. So we'll probably get creative with yours too. But we'll have ways for people to get the link to the Indiegogo for sure.
I found out about that too. I don't put the link in any of my posts. I put it in the comment section.
Yep.
Yep. Because it's weird that Facebook's like, or Instagram, we want to support independent artists. And the moment independent artist tries to do anything, they're like, here's the middle finger.
Yeah. No, it's every time. We're pretty sure Nate's shadow banned on all of ours. He posts and no one sees anything.
No one sees anything. I did something wrong, I guess.
Nate's been a bad boy on social media. But
I'm now following Area 5150 on the Instagrams.
Yeah, well, we'll get everything. Like I said, we'll get them in the groups.
Because I knew I was following you, but I didn't realize I wasn't following the movie. So done.
It happened. It happened.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Like I said, this is a new friendship we've built here, and hopefully we will continue with it. Like I said, we as we always do, we try to be some of the biggest cheerleaders for independent movie makers, and that's one of our goals here, especially with these interviews, and just help boost the signal, man. That's really all it is. You know,
Support indie horror. Just support it.
100%, man, 100%. So, Sean, again, I want to thank you for coming on here, spending some time, and I know it's early over there. And oh crap, I forgot. I'm sorry.
You tried to sneak away from this.
I really did.
You tried.
I did. Nate has a question. Don't worry, Sean. He asked everyone this. It's not just you. So
it's the hardest question you're ever going to get in your entire career, Sean. I tell this to everyone. If you had to choose Shrek 1 or Shrek 2.
The original. Let's go.
Oh, another original.
Let's go.
LC Holt. Well, no, he hadn't seen it. Someone else had picked the original recently too.
Yeah, somebody.
It was Ojala. It was Jim.
Yeah, Jim.
Jim, you and Jim both picked the first one.
Awesome.
And he's got a kid running around, so that one works a little bit better. It's when we get ones that don't have kids, they're like, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Love me, Mike Myers, man.
That's it, man. And yeah, he asked everyone that question. And yeah, I tried to speed past it.
It's the hard stuff here.
Seeing if he would forget.
The real questions. This is the Dateline moment. The 2020, the 60 minutes.
That's it. All right, John, I will not let you be tortured by Nate anymore. And, everybody, please go check out Area 5150 on Facebook, Instagram. Go check out the Indiegogo, back it, even just to thank you. But, get the movie. Why would you back something and not want to own the movie? So
by the time this episode airs, you're probably going to have 2 weeks left to still back it.
Still plenty of time.
Turn this out quickly.
Absolutely. So thank you, everyone. And we will be right back with Nate and I closing out the show. Another successful interview, Nate. And I did.
Another Shrek 1.
I tried to see if you were paying attention today.
Shrek 1 is, I think it's it's a tie, I think.
Maybe. I think it might be a tie. I don't know. Is
someone keeping track of this for me? Because I am not.
You would think you would be the one keeping track, but
No, this is for my own personal satisfaction at the end of everything.
Come hell or high water, you weren't going to let me skip it either. So
nope, you tried.
I was testing. That was just a test. I'm not against the question, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to test you.
You were just, trying to see if I was going to be texting during an interview, and I did not.
So, yeah, everybody, we will have all the links once we post things up. And yes, like you heard in the interview, if you do a post and the link is not directly in the post, a lot of times we'll put it in the comments because the Facebook and Instagram are killing posts and limiting our reach for everyone. It doesn't matter where. And yeah, you can always do the thing where it's like, well, just pay for it. I've paid for some ads. I don't get any better reach. So, we will definitely have the links. If you want them, they will be available. We will make sure they're there. You'll just have to look in the comments for them. So, Nate, is there anything else we're forgetting today?
Well, no, I think that's it. Just, you already heard it in the interview, but please make sure you're giving them a follow on Instagram at Area 5150 movie. And then make sure you're giving Sean a follow at Sean_Haitz. His other movie we mentioned, Cannibal Comedian, is on Instagram as well. Follow at Cannibal_Comedian. So that's going to be coming out here soon as well.
Yep. And we'll also have the link for his Big Top Evil for the VHS special release of that, which, as much as I don't like clowns, I do love it when they're doing this retro VHS release. It's like
release video has some cool shit.
when bands do the vinyl, so you can get like a limited edition vinyl. It's kind of like
back now.
Vinyl's back, baby.
Now it's
vinyl.
The color variations and what all cool shit you get with it. Does this
somebody I think is in VHS did cassette, wasn't it? That they just had a special release of with one of their releases.
Yes, I just picked up the latest VHS tape, the cassette tape. So if you listen to the Burning episode, we had Mike Hochins, the lead singer of Violent Homicidal Slasher, on the show. And what's really cool about the cassette tape that just came out, it was put out from Life After Death, which is a local, it's an Ohio-based record label up in, I think, Akron or Youngstown. I can't fully remember where he is located, but he's up north of me. So I've talked to him. He's real cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
And it was just awesome. It was a pure coincidence. I'm like, we just had Mike on the show, and then Life After Death had put out their new EP, which is all about cannibals.
Right. Well, Nate does love his funky music. And, check
Mhm.
out, and, speaking of bands, Sean also has a band called Cosmic Jetties. They are a sci-fi surfer band. I guess that's the genre we're going with on this.
Space surfing.
Space surfing, man. We know how much we love space over here.
B-52s in space.
Totally down for that. Totally down for that. So I love the eclectic mix of people we get to meet doing this, Nate. That is probably one of my favorite
Oh,
things
I love
about
it
these
so much. It's really
interviews.
cool.
We grew up in an era where these people weren't readily accessible to talk to. You had to wait till they did an HBO behind the scenes, or they did maybe a newspaper article or a magazine. It's why Fangoria was so popular, was how we got these stories. Now I met a guy on Instagram, we clicked, he's doing a movie, and I'm like, hey, you want to come on the podcast? We'll promote the movie. That's how accessible it's getting with a lot of these filmmakers, and I love every second of it. I love talking to these guys, and they're just like us. They're just out there making a movie. We're making podcasts.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, we're just supporting one another, and I love it. And I just can't wait to see theirs on video.
I'm looking forward to everyone's we've talked to's movie. This one really does strike a chord with me where I'm like, this is unique.
It's different.
Yeah,
And because it's different, it's like you've enticed me.
Yeah, I'm drawn even more into this. So we're looking forward to it. Everybody, please go check it out. Again, follow all the links. And this is a nice, tight interview episode. So, all right, Nate, get us out of here with a good word.
I'll tell you what it is. A sci-fi podcaster and his friends visit Area 51, but discover that real horror lies in the mysterious no man's land just outside the gates. Packed with gore and dark humor, it's a seriously twisted terror ride that takes you inside Area 51 and beyond.
Now, let's talk about how I get back home.